All right, ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to yet another episode of Beyond the Surface with Ayuba Dabai, your humble host. On today's episode, we shall be discussing a very vital topic, and I shall be discussing with some certain set of people. I want to talk to some people. Where are my overthinkers? Those who overthinks everything. Come, make we talk. On today's topic, we shall be discussing overthinking. Overthinking. And what is overthinking? Overthinking means ruminating. You are ruminating is the tendency to dwell excessively on your thoughts, ideas, and problems. You dwell on thoughts, you dwell on ideas, you dwell on problems, often leading to negative consequences like anxiety, stress, and decision-making paralysis. Overthinkers think everything. They think the present, they think the past, they think the future. Every single thing, they give it a meaning. These are my overthinkers. And what overthinking brings is what? Anxiety. That's the consequences. It also brings what? Stress, because you are overthinking everything, and it gives you a decision-making paralysis. It paralyzes your decision-making because you overthink, you conclude even before you know exactly what the problem is. Overthinkers may rehearse past events. They rehearse past events, anticipate worst-case scenarios, and also struggle with what? With making choices due to constant stream of what if. That is the question. What if this? What if that? If this happens, what this? That is exactly what overthinkers does. Now, if you must know who are the overthinkers, come closer, let's discuss. What are the features and what are the characteristics you will see when you see an overthinker? Number one is excessive analysis. They analyze every scenario. They analyze every activity. They analyze everything. Overthinkers scrutinize every detail and consider multiple angles of a situation. They look at before you know it, one point, boom, they've overthink, they've analyzed it, they've bisected it, they've scrutinized it very well. And at the end of the day, they come out with their own decision. Another feature or characteristics of overthinking or overthinkers is rumination. They ruminate, they replay negative thought or past event in their minds. They always ruminate. They always think of past. They always think of the past. They always think as if that past can still come and happen in the now and also the future. Another feature of an overthinker is critical self-reflection. This can lead to low esteem and less doubt or self-doubt. Critical self-reflection. Another characteristic is what? Difficulty making decisions. They find it very difficult to make decisions because they want to make sure they scrutinize everything, they analyze everything, they bring everything to the table, they slice everything if that word exists. They may second guess their choices or refer to others to avoid the stress of making decisions. They are not here, they are not there because they are overthinking and they meet different people before taking decisions. Another feature is anxiety and stress. Overthinking can contribute to feelings of anxiety, worry, and mental exhaustion. You've exhausted yourselves mentally because you overthink. Because you overthink, you are filled with anxiety. Because you overthink, you are filled with stress. Another feature of overthinkers are sleep disturbance. They hardly sleep. They always think, even in the middle of the night. They always ruminate this, that. They have insomnia or difficulty relaxing. Can be consequences of hyperactive mind. Another feature of an overthinker is seeking assurance. They want you to always assure them of something. Overthinkers may frequently ask for questions. They ask questions of reassurance from others or seek validation for their decisions. Another feature of overthinkers is difficulty concentrating. They have difficulty in concentrating. The constant stream of thoughts can make it hard to focus on tasks because they always think and overthink an event over and over again. Another point is fixation on negative outcomes. They always think of negative. Negativity is always, oh, what if this thing that has happened? What if this happens to it? What if it is this? Overthinkers often dwell on worst case scenarios and potential failures. They always think of failures. Positivity is never, mostly not in their minds, because they always have options on how they think and what they think. Having said so, why do people overthink? What are the reasons for overthinking? Number one is fear of failure. People who overthink are scared of failure. Overthinkers may be driven by a desire to avoid negative outcomes or potential mistakes. That's why they overthink. They make sure they go into detail of everything that they do to avoid failure. Another reason for overthinking is need for control. Those with the overthinkers, they may attempt to control situations by thinking through every detail, even those beyond their influence. Another point is past experience. Triggers from past experiences can lead to repetitive thoughts and rumination. It can lead to excessive thought and rumination. Another reason for overthinking is mental health conditions. Overthinking can be a symptom of anxiety, depression, or other mental health condition. Now, having said so, I would like us to look at the strategies you can use to manage or to reduce overthinking. How do you reduce overthinking? My overthinkers, are we listening? Are we there? Number one, practice mindfulness. You must learn to practice mindfulness. Engage in mindfulness meditation or deep breathing exercise. This helps you to stay present and reduce the tendency to ruminate on past or future worries. Another strategy is set time limits. You must set time limit for everything. Allocate a specific amount of time to think about a problem or decision. Once the time is up, move on to other activities. Don't dwell on a problem every moment, every minute. It causes what? Depression and anxiety. Another point is challenge negative thoughts. You must challenge negative thought. If you want to run away from overthinking, identify and question the validity of your overthinking patterns. Ask yourself if your thoughts are based on fact or assumptions. You must learn to ask yourself, your thoughts, are they based on fact, or you are just assuming in your own head? Another point, another strategy to stop overthinking is what? Focus on solutions. Don't focus on problems. Make sure you focus on solutions. Instead of dwelling on problems, shift your focus to finding actionable solutions. This can help redirect your thought process. The next point, another strategy to stop overthinking is engage in physical activities. Do exercises. Regular exercises can improve and reduce anxiety, helping to clear your mind. Journaling. Write down your thoughts and feelings. This can help you process your thoughts and gain clarity. Another point is limit information intake. Limit the kind of information you take in. Avoid overwhelming yourself with too much information, especially from social media or news, which can exacerbate overthinking. Some people dwell in what they see in social media and they bring it to real life, thinking if this has happened to this person on social media, okay, it might happen to me, it might happen to this person. They always overthink that. Another strategy to run away from overthinking is talk to someone. Don't keep something right inside your head every time. Make sure you talk to someone. Sharing your thoughts with a friend, a therapist also can provide perspective and help you feel less alone in your struggles. Another point, if you must fight overthinking, is establish routines. Creating daily routine can provide structure and reduce uncertainty, helping you to alleviate overthinking. You must establish routines. This is what I want to do. This is the particular time I want to think about this thing. At this time, I don't want this thing to cross my mind. The next point is Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Recognize that everyone overthinks at times, and that's okay to seek help if needed. You must practice what? Self-compassion at every point in time. Overthinking can never solve any problem. Instead, it will add to your problem. It will give you health issues, anxiety, and so many health issues will come. You listening. Stop overthinking. Stop overthinking every event and seek help where necessary. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for listening. Overthinkers, I want to believe you've heard what overthinking is and the ways and the strategies to overcome them. Thank you for watching this episode. We'll meet in the next episode. I remain your humble host, Ayuba Dabai, signing out.